Hey YouTube, Pacific TacWest here. Today we're going to be taking another look at the Ruger Mark IV 2245, but this time with a few upgrades from TANDEMKROSS. So I've done a video on this one, stock out of the box. What we've done here and what you have here today is with a TANDEMKROS Compensator, halo attachment for the back to make it easier to cycle misfeeds and things like that. And what I really want to bring your attention to today is the hiveGrips, which are actually new for the Ruger Mark IV from TANDEMKROSS. Now, they do have these grips out there for other pistols, but this is a new product they put out for the Mark IV. One thing that I've noticed personally with 22 pistols in general is just, it's narrow, right? I mean, obviously it's a smaller cartridge, it's going to be a bit of a narrow grip. But if you take a look at these, you got some nice grooves in there. It's got this matrix. It does wrap around. So this pistol, as a result of the hiveGrips, is something that is really sticking in your hand whether you decide to wear gloves or not. Just want to run a couple rounds through this and give you my feedback, but again, it's something where just compared to the stock grips on the Ruger Mark IV 2245, gives it a bit of a wider grip on it, and just something that, quite frankly, just feels a little bit better. So run a couple magazines through this and be back. Alright, so let's go take a look at the target and see how the Ruger Mark IV with some of these upgrades handled on the target downrange. Alright, so what you're looking at here is a target about 35 feet away from where I was shooting. 4 magazines. The first 2 I was trying to center right there in the bullseye, not a bad grouping. The third and fourth magazines were the top and the bottom. But as you can see, I mean, look at that. I mean, the grouping in the bottom one, that's not bad for a 35 feet with a 22. It's getting used to those upgrades on there, but overall, I'd say that my grouping has definitely improved from having shot this without the compensator, without the hiveGrips on it. You know, again, we're talking about a 22, something that has very little recoil, but did it improve my groupings? Did it improve my shooting experience? Short answer to that is yes. And this is indicated from my opinion of a target shown about 35 feet away from where I was shooting. So the Ruger Mark IV 2245 with some great upgrades from TANDEMKROSS. As you might have noticed, the halo pullback really came in handy. It's just one of those added things where essentially, again, just a ring, makes so that when it does have misfeed, and I'm sure anybody can say this with 22 ammo, it's going to happen more frequently than not. It's just something where it's just easy, right? You know, you pull back, that's it. Compensator on a 22, every little bit helps. And it's just something, again, where it just aids in the overall control of the gun, which brings me finally to the hiveGrips from TANDEMKROSS. So with the addition of the hiveGrips to the Ruger Mark IV 2245 series, you end with something that has a wider grip, front full wraparound finger grooves, and this matrix on each side that just creates a much more sticky, better improved ergonomic feel of this gun in your hand relative to the factory stock grips. In addition, this coupled with the halo and the compensator, it just makes the Ruger Mark IV that much more of a fun gun to shoot out on the range. The hiveGrips, again, this is something that TANDEMKROSS does make for other pistols, but this specifically is new for them for the Mark IV and actually just released not too long ago. So I'd encourage you to go ahead and take a look at their website and check them out for yourself. They, from what I've seen so far and the way this is performed out on the range and, you know, off camera for that matter as well, It's something where it's not only met, it's actually exceeded my expectations. So I'd encourage you to take a look, not only for the hiveGrips, but for some of the other products they have for the Mark series and some of the other pistols that are out on the market. From Pacific TacWest, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and be sure to check back for future uploads.